Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of Bring Pretty Back with Kristen. Thank you so much for taking the time to spend with me today. Also, I want to ask that if you enjoy the show, please share it. Please share it out to your pretty peeps. It means a lot to me. It helps me out. So thank you so very much for your comments and your shares. Means the world to me, of course, and Pretty Rosie. I want to talk to you today about how you don't need to know exactly how to do something to start something. If it's your dream, it's something you want to do, you don't need to know how to do it. I'm at Barnes & Noble today, and I wanted to talk to you about how I followed one of my dreams, and I started with no clue how to do it. And if I can do it, you can do it. I promise you, I believe in you. You can do it too. I always wanted to write a book, so it was in my mind for years. I wanted to write a book, didn't know how, didn't have a clue, but I knew I wanted to do it. And when I started kind of getting my thoughts together, I started a blog. And I started the blog with no idea how to even do a blog. I didn't even add pictures on my blog for a year because I didn't know how. So they were just words. There were no pictures, there were no graphics, there were no links, nothing. My words posted. And so I just started with the first blog post, the first word, the first blog post. And then I did another and another and another. And when I got enough of them, I decided to kind of compile them, put them together, and put them into a book. And that's what I did. So this is how I wrote my very first book, Bring Pretty Back. It's little. It's a little book, but it's mine. It is my little dream that came to reality. What I did, I am not a tech person. What I did was, I contacted the publisher and said, this is what I am and what I am, who I am. And so we moved forward with the book, and she told me, my editor, they told me to send it to them, and like in a PDF. I couldn't figure out how to do it. I couldn't figure out how to take my words and get them to them. So what I did was I literally cut and pasted my book. I printed everything off. Then I actually cut pieces of the book out, and then I rearranged them with, you ready for this? Actual Elmer's glue, the paper glue like in a stick. And I put my book all together on pages. I cut them out, and then I had just white paper, and I put them throughout with the titles and how I wanted them, and I put it in an envelope, and I actually mailed the book that way. That's how they got my book. My poor editor. But that's how I did it. If I would have stopped because I didn't know how, I would have never even written the first word, even on the blog, because I didn't know how. But I just kept moving forward, one little baby turtle step at a time, and it ended up into a little book. So I achieved my dream one baby turtle step at a time, without knowing how, without a clue, without any knowledge whatsoever. But it happened. And I know that you can too. You can. If there's something that you want to do, don't let the fact that you don't know how to stop you, that you don't know the end result, don't let that stop you, because anything that you do is a process. It's a process to get from start to finish. It's a process. And you may not have a clue how to do any of that. You may not have a clue. It doesn't matter. Other people do. And other people are willing to help you. So when you get to, if you have to print, cut out with scissors, cut and paste, whatever your dream is, then you know what? That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You do it the way you know how. There's really no wrong way. There's no wrong way, because at the end, I still had a book. I didn't do it the normal way. I did it my way. And that's how it happened. So I encourage you, if you want to start something, but you're getting that you just don't know how, if you're getting overwhelmed with the details, that it's just too much, it's too hard, it's too difficult, don't. Just start with a baby turtle step today. Write your first word. Do whatever it is that you want to do or need to do. Start today with one tiny thing. Next thing you know, you may have a book. You may have a business. You may have a family. You may have, I don't know what it is that you want to do, but it starts with one little thing, and it will grow. I promise you it will grow. Thank you so much for taking the time with me today on this episode of Bring Pretty Back with Kristen. Thank you so much for sharing the show. Thank you so much for your comments. Thank you so much for your support. It means so much to me. Thank you so much. Go out and have a pretty day.